One common characteristic between a breadcrumber and a bencher is that they are flaky AF. They are hella flaky. Okay. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Mel, and I like to talk about boys, beauty, and books. So if this is something that you're interested in, click the subscribe button below and join the family. This is the first video on the channel and the first installment of a series that I've entitled Romance Hangovers, where we'll be discussing bad behavior that has become so prevalent on the dating scene. I am not a relationship coach or expert. Girl, far from it. Think of me as your Zimbabwean homegirl, just here for a good old-fashioned chat. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Today we'll be discussing the unholy trio of bad behavior. That's ghosting, breadcrumbing, and benching. I'm sure most of you are already familiar with those terms, unless of course you've been living under a rock, or you just only recently got back into the dating scene, or are happily in a committed relationship and you don't have to deal with this nonsense. Let me start with ghosting. Okay, ghosting. The quick definition is when someone you've been talking to, dating, and possibly care about suddenly ceases all communication with you. It's like they've vanished off the surface of the earth. Just silence. And all this is done without any explanation offered to you. So you're sort of left in limbo, hanging, not knowing, what are we doing? Where did this person go to? In some instances, if you're a bit obsessive, you're starting to check the obituary section of the newspaper, or you're making your way to the police station wanting to file a missing persons claim. Ghosting is the mess and the hallmark of cowardice, I would say. Because some people are so hell-bent on avoiding emotional discomfort, they would rather run away from someone instead of having an open conversation and telling the person, this is not working out. It was great meeting you. Move along. Nothing wrong with that. We're not destined to click with every person we meet. And every interaction should not and cannot end in a romantic attachment. Facts. Secondly, some people ghost because they're jerks. Really, they're so desensitized to other people's feelings. They've got no qualms whatsoever about dropping someone like a hot potato. Off the top of my head, those are the two reasons why people ghost that I can think of. Then, so what do you do if you find yourself in a situation where you are being ghosted? What would I suggest? Your Zimbabwean internet sister. I would say first and foremost, stop torturing yourself. You heard it, sis. Stop torturing yourself. Stop tormenting yourself with that question. Why would this person do this to me? What did I do? You know what? It's got nothing to do with you. Everything to do with them. And there's honestly nothing that you can do about that. So stop questioning yourself. Stop doubting your worth. Stop all these voices in your head. Just let it go. Zen. Then secondly, don't stalk them. Don't do it, girl. Don't stalk them on social media. Don't check out their posts. Don't do anything. Don't look at old pictures. Don't be dialing their number, in private. Let it go. What I would recommend when someone ghosts you, delete, block. I'm going to talk about breadcrumbing and benching at the same time. They're a bit different, but they're equally vile. Let's start with, let's say breadcrumbing. So breadcrumbing is when someone has zero intentions about taking things anywhere with you, but they'll flirt with you here and there, send you a text, the WhatsApp, slide into your DMs, just to keep you interested, because they like the attention. But you know what? At the back of their minds, they know damn well they're staying single. Okay. So I'd say one of the subtle differences between breadcrumbing and benching is that with breadcrumbing, you never know if the person likes you or not. They blow hot and cold. So it's always that, does he like me? Does he not? That sort of roller coaster. Whereas with breadcrumbing, you get the distinct impression that they like you. when you guys ever see each other, it's on. The chemistry is at 100. But both of these illusion. They're an illusion, girl. Anyway, let me define what benching is. Benching is essentially when someone puts you on the back burner. Okay. They give you enough attention just to keep you interested whilst they're busy dating around, checking out what's out there. You're the pot in the back, simmering. In the front, they're frying chicken, they're turning up the heat, keeping things all spicy. Whilst with you, all you get is a low flame. Okay. So I think one common characteristic between a breadcrumber and a bencher is that they are flaky AF. They are hella flaky. Okay, you cannot count on these people. They will make plans and they will not commit to those plans. And if they do make a plan, know that they'll either cancel or they'll reschedule. So to the untrained eye, it seems like it's a conflict of schedule. So this is why we need to be a bit more aware as people. Because no one is that busy, okay, that your schedules will clash 24/7, 365. These people are keeping you as an option B. So on the day that their plans fall through with that other girl, or they're bored, or they need an ego boost, then they'll know, let's call Ningi. She's always up for a good laugh. And the annoying part about these people, these emotional manipulators, is that just when you are starting to get over them, you are forgetting about them, you're moving on with your life, you've actually met Okampfeskarimbo, that's when they get sort of like a sense, then they call you up. Yo, what's up, girl? And you're back at square one. Don't fall for it, girl. It's an illusion. So, why do people do that? Why do people breadcrumb? Why do they binge? I'll say it's because either they cannot commit, or they're the sort of people, who are scared of being alone, or, those people who enjoy that power of knowing that a lot of people desire them, a lot of people want them. And this, I always think, boils down to some sort of self-esteem issue. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a shrink. But, think about it. Then, and such people always feel like they need a backup, a safety net. So that makes such people very difficult to pin down at an emotional level. So, girl, what do you do if you find yourself in a place where you've been breadcrumbed or binged? This is what I would recommend. Confront the person if you really want to. Just be like, for example, let's say someone's breadcrumbing you. So you liked my post on Instagram, but you didn't reply my WhatsApp I sent you yesterday. What's that about? Put them on the spot. Really find out, because another thing about breadcrumbing is that it also takes place on social media. It like post-wise, that they will leave little likes, little comments, watch your Insta stories, watch your snaps and all that, and not say anything to the messages that you send them. It's just to keep you thinking about them. It's a breadcrumb. Follow the breadcrumb. That's the psychology behind that. But girl, don't follow them crumbs. Don't. So if you feel like you need to confront them, go ahead, girl. Good luck. But if you're being benched, I would say try and have an honest conversation with the person so that you know where you stand. Because it's not fair to just keep someone on the sidelines unless you've had a conversation and you both agree that you're dating other people, you're still shopping around. Cool. If someone wants to bench you and you're okay with it, more power to you, sister. But always remember, you should set a timeline for when you're getting off the bench. Do not be benched indefinitely. Don't be like, 6 years down the line, oh, I'm still waiting for him to take me off the bench. Girl, bye. It's never gonna happen, okay? Secondly, what else you can do? when you're being benched or breadcrumbed, you can play the game. You can play the game. You can play the game. Return fire for fire. But what's important to remember is, are you willing to pay the cost? This is where the issue of knowing thyself comes in. If you're like me and, I don't do well with emotional entanglements, it will be too much of an expensive cost for me to pay. So I'm not going to play that game. But if you're able to do the psychological manipulation as well, the revenge, then girl, do you. But I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't. But if you must, do. But just be aware that there's a cost. Because all these games that people play, on a subconscious level, there's a deeper issue. You know what I mean? And you don't want to start creating problems for yourself, turning into this demon when you were not designed that way. Okay? Lastly, I'll go back to my other recommendation from the one that I gave for the ghoster. Girl, delete, block. Life is too short. So we've come to the end of the video. I hope that you've enjoyed it and that it was insightful. I'm here to educate the masses. So if you've enjoyed the video, please feel free to like, comment, just drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you've ever encountered any ghosting, any benching or breadcrumbing, or someone who has, how you dealt with it, how you feel about it. Let's have an open dialogue in the comment section. Follow me, my social media platforms. That will be on, not WhatsApp. That will be on Instagram and Facebook. I've linked those down in the description box below. Till next time, Masare Mnyasha. Peace.